Which must never be extinguished, she begins to assist her father in his business. Ember hopes to take over their restaurant totally as Bernie aged, expecting to be competent enough to operate the business and let her father to retire. Ember must have her own issues, most notably with regulating her fury, as the fire girl frequently loses her temper and flames bright purple. However, she is faced with an even more tough duty when a terrible water leak in their basement threatens the restaurant's very survival. When the Lumen family first arrives in the metropolitan metropolis in Elemental, we are shown murals depicting the city's history. The water elements were the first to arrive at Element City and establish there, according to these drawings. When the second wave of elements, soil, arrived, the water people welcomed them and assisted them in settling in. The third wave of elements, air, was similarly welcomed in a similar fashion, but possibly by this time, the limit of Element City's resources had been reached. There are relatively few firefighters in sight, perhaps none at all during the opening scene. The fire people, like the Lumens, appear to have their own established lifestyles and cultures in their own territories, and they do not appear to have had to hunt for areas to migrate to for a long time. However, the situation that Bernie and Cinder had to confront back in their own fireland demonstrates how fate may change one's route of life. A terrible storm swept the area, and the Lumens' family house was destroyed, even to the extent of extinguishing their blue flame. As Bernie and his wife survived the event, he felt that the only way to go ahead in life was to leave their original area and relocate to the futuristic metropolis of Element City. Elemental's elements are clearly reflective of real individuals and groups all around us, and each element is truly a person of a particular faith, culture, or belief. Element Metropolis is a contemporary metropolis like any other in the globe, where people have traveled and resided for hundreds of years, but where citizens are increasingly turning their backs on new migrants and refugees seeking asylum. The present occupants think that once all of the water, soil, and air people had arrived and settled, there was no space or resources available for anybody else. However, as the firefighters have discovered, there is certainly still the prospect of more help. The fire elements represent every minority or non-majority group in each location. They do not appear or behave like the others, have their own language and culture, and are frequently despised as a result of these differences.